Welcome back. I'm Dave and this is Macaro Siding, my in-scale layout. Today we're going to work on the old sand storage shed that goes in the high waste facility. I have spent a week of tedious work hand shingling the roof of this place. I've got a bit of a gap left to fill. I'll just give you a quick look at what it looks like right now. There you are. That's what it looks like right now. The only thing, once it's finished, this area needs to be painted black down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how whoops, that was too fast a switch, wasn't it? There we go. And I'm going to switch right over to 6 so I know where I'm at. Okay. So what I did was I bought self-adhesive end scale roof shingles. They come in a strip. I'll show you in a second. On sheets in a strip, and it has the shingles itself, and then it has the ridge caps and starting strips as well. So I bought them from Rail Scale Models, and they've been very, very good about making sure I got them. I guess the first batch got lost in the mail, and they sent me a second batch. So, and I thought I needed way more than I did. I will probably only need one. No, I've already used one. So two sheets, and I ordered 4 sheets of the material. So, how did I go about doing this? Well, let's switch to 6 and I'll show you. So I'm going to zoom in. So there's the building and we're going to get rid of it. You can see that's what I have left. Right there. And you can see all the way around it. I'm probably going to darken, darken this edge a bit more. I think it's too light for what it's supposed to be, so I'll probably hand paint it or stain it, I think. It is real wood, so we'll see where we go. So what I did was in what's that program called? Papacura? I think it's called Papacura. I'm trying to remember which computer. It's only on one of my computers. It might be on my laptop upstairs. Just looking at this. I think it is. Anyway, I scanned the. Sorry, we'll do this again. What I did was I scanned in the 3D model into that particular program, and then I asked the software takes 3D models and makes them into flat models that you can build with paper. And so what it did was, once it had done that, I then printed out. Oh no, I didn't print it. I laser cut it. I laser marked it like this. And so you can see there's the wedges. And each wedge, bring this back, has to be covered, and then once it's covered, glued to the building. So what we're going to do today, I'm not going to do all 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to do 4 of them because it takes a long time to do one. Just do one. So I'm going to do just one so you can see how it's done. And we're going to start with this. I'm zoomed in as far as I can zoom on that lens, and so you'll just have to bear with me. So how does this stuff come? It comes in sheets like. Sorry, I'll show you a full sheet. It comes in sheets like this. I don't know. Will it focus? I don't know if you can see, but each tab on the shingles is actually laser cut, and then the whole strip is a solid piece. So fortunately, you're not putting down individual shingles, I would be more than dead by now if I had attempted to do that building with this. But you do it with these self-adhesive sheets. Sorry. So the first thing to do is to take a good sharp knife. I'm just going to check my scalpel here, make sure it is. And actually, the first thing that you do is you put on your reading glasses so that you can get down. Now, my head is going to get in the way a couple of times here, but I'm going to try and you cut the strip from the larger sheet. Now, that's already cut. There's just a little tab that holds it in place. All right. So now we have our strip. Now, this strip is two sets of shingles, and you have to cut them apart. And I'm going to switch knives. You would think a small knife would be the best way to go, but this big knife, if you hold it almost parallel, it's perfect for cutting these things. And still not cut all the way through, so we have to find where it's not cut. There it is. There we go. So this is an individual strip of shingles. The next thing, now Railscale Mono sells these two ways. They sell them without an adhesive back and with an adhesive back. Way back when I built the buildings for the McCarroll siding, the office that sits in McCarroll siding here in McCarroll, and a little outbuilding, I built them, scratch built those things, and I bought from the same people. I bought the ones without the adhesive. Big mistake. You get glue everywhere, stuff gets on other things, it's just not worth it. It's easier to pay, I think it's a little bit more, but I'm not sure because I can't remember. A little bit more expensive to get the ones with the being self-adhesive, but I would highly recommend you get the ones that are self-adhesive, no matter which building you're going to shingle. So the first thing I do is take a tweezer, turn it over. It's got a white backing on it, as you can see. And now I'm going to get down here real close, and I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to pick at this. This is probably one of the most consuming parts of the build, is trying to get the adhesive backing, protection off. Bingo. Off it comes. Now, like I say, like the one where I showed you 4 together, I'm going to split all of those, obviously, and do them just like this one. So now it's a kind of a rinse and repeat activity. And I've been using the big knife because the scalpel blade is too thin. It flexes. And so now the trick. Hold on. I gotta move a light a little bit closer because I've got to be able to see this. So obviously you have individual shingles, and if you're ever roofed at any buildings anywhere in the world, you know that they overlap with an offset. Are you still being, yeah, I guess you can still see. So then I just cut. And now I'm looking at the tabs, and I'm making sure that there's some kind of offset. And then I cut this again. Now in my case here, I think it will take three of these strips to complete this entire I'm not worried about getting them lined up at the edge, because I come back with a really sharp, good pair of scissors, which I hide from everybody in the house because They are so good and so sharp that it makes it easy to do jobs like this. So then again, overlap, press down, nibble off, pick up with the tweezers, overlap, push down. Now, this little piece is left over. I'll get it free. There we go. We're going to use this up here at the tip. So now, take the next strip, again with the tweezers. I try to do this with just my fingers, nigh on impossible. At least with my big grubby hands it was. We're back here again. Line up. And trim. And I'm not going to do the whole thing because you can obviously see how this works. And I don't want this to be a video where all you watch is me sticking stuff down. So I'm just going to do the end. I'm going to finish with this strip. I'll show you how I trim it. And having a good, very fine set of tweezers really helps. It wouldn't take so long if you didn't have to be so finicky about this. Like I'm a little OCD, so I want this to look as close to real as possible. Like I say, I'm not going to do the whole thing because that would take forever. And like I said, now once you get going, you can pretty well build a rhythm. And because I've done so much already on the building, I know one more strip to put on, and then I'll show you how I trim this. Now, the other thing that I do is, because I'm not so sure exactly how strong the adhesive is, I have a brayer, a roller, and what I do is I take it and I just a lot of pressure and roll it down. Now these are my scissors. These are Fiskars scissors. I think I bought them at Michael's. They have a whole section of Fiskars tools. So then all you do is line it up and trim. And trim. And there you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to finish this, and we'll come back when it's done, and I'll show you how I put it on the model itself. All right. So we'll be back in 2 2 or 3 seconds for you, and whatever it takes me to, and we're back. So, here's the completed section. Can I zoom in? No, I can't. Okay. Here's the completed section. It took me 18 minutes to do the whole thing and get it done right. And I'm just going to give it a little another squish here with the roller, make sure it's in full contact. Now, how to put it on the building. It's really quite simple. Take some super glue. Want to be down right beside the seam, and then because the facets are visible, you can actually get the glue to the right place on the model. Take the piece and glue it in place, and then spray it with activator, so you don't have to stand there and hold it. Now, one last thing to do. These are starter strips, so they do not have any shingle holes in them. And so I'm going to separate one. Now, looking at them, these are ridge caps, and what the designer of the ridge caps has done is to put a line down the middle so that you can fold them. But that, in my mind, makes them way too big for this model. So what I do is I use that center line. Okay, I'm going to come down a bit for here. Use that center line and cut very carefully the thing in half. Now again, same deal here is to take the tweezers, pick at the end. Ooh, that came off really quick and easy. Wow. And again, strip off the white backing. Find the seam between the two wedges. Place it at the top, making sure that you're covering the gaps. And at the bottom, press it in. And voila, there you are. You have a wedge done. Trim it off. Alright. And so that's how it's done. So what I've got left to do is this. And so I'm going to be cutting these wedges. And this should just slide in perfectly, and it does. I'm going to be cutting these wedges and doing them each separately, and that will finish this off. And that will mean that we can now start doing all of the scenics around the facility. There's gravel to go down, there's lights to go in, there's a gate to put in place, there's fencing, all of those things, plus static grass and maybe some trees and bushes and stuff as well. Oops, this is right in my face, isn't it? Sorry. So, I didn't want this to be a long one, and I have no idea how long it is. I'm looking here at the monitor that my switcher's on, and I've never been able to tell how long the video actually is just by looking at the switcher software. So that's it for today. I want to thank you for watching. like, comment, and subscribe. I just want to some sharp-eyed people are saying, well, you didn't cover the top. No, I'm going to make something that goes over there that caps it. I may make it 3D printed. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I have an idea about 3D printing it. I still have the original file for this, so I can lop off the top of this and make something that fits on top like that. So, as I said, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is free, and if you ring the bell, you'll get notified on the next time I put a video, which will be next week, probably on a Thursday. So next week, I can finally say we are going to try and get at least 50% of the scenics done on the layout. I still have to paint some more vehicles for it, but we're going to work from the back of the layout to the front, so that I'm not putting my grubby hands over things, reaching over stuff that's already been done and wrecking it. So, like I say, we are going to be over there next week, and I'll see you then. So, as always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and remember, it's your model railroad, and you can build it and run it any way you want. And I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.